land. Now we have a government that is insisting they want to be part of azimio, which is opposition, and they also want to be part of government, which is Kwanza. That's a frog. It's an amphibian creature that wants to be in water and on land. They have to make their decision. They have to be completely in water or completely out of water. And because for that reason we don't have a leader of official opposition, you know, Fanyamambo is not just a name, it's a way of life. The last speaker must be either very interesting or very brief. I need your help. Let us all agree to promise ourselves that anybody who received 2 million shillings to pass finance bill shall not become member of parliament again. Are we in agreement? Are we in agreement? Are we going to tell another person that anybody who received 2 million, let me tell you, it's not just receiving 2 million. Is someone sitting in parliament and saying, I will send the police to beat you up so that I pass a bill that makes pads, that makes pampers, and that makes your life horrible. And if you refuse, I'll shoot you in the head and spill your brains on tarmac so that I pass a bill and receive 2 million that makes your life horrible. Tukubaliane, are you promising me that you who is here will not vote for a person who voted yes to the finance bill? Let me see by a show of hands. Let me see by a show of hands. Will you tell one other person? Thank you. We are done with that one. On the same leg, what these people have done, because I come from a constituency where a member of parliament has not been able to step foot in the constituency after that, they've hired bloggers, some of your brothers, some of your sisters, to keep telling us that these horrible people are good. Are we going to start telling those bloggers no? Are we going to start telling them you are ashamed to us? Are we going to start telling them stop receiving CDF money to tell us that a person who took 2 million to spill the brains of young people on tarmac is a good person? Are you going to do us that favor? We are done with that one. Let's go to the next one. Kenya is not a country that has a problem with the rule of law. We have a problem of bad manners. Let me tell you, France just did the elections. You should have seen their ballot paper. It was a white A4 paper without security markings. Can you imagine what would happen in Kenya if people were voting by post and the paper was an A4? An MCA would get 2 million votes. So we need to get to the point where we become people who have good morals. And you have to make a law anti-corruption, you make another law, you make another. We are drowning in laws. I can tell you as a lawyer, we have more than 600 acts of parliament. We don't need more. Our constitution is bigger than the US constitution 4 times. Yeah? Why do we need so many laws? We just have bad manners. The penal code is enough to punish all the crimes that are committed in this country. But then we are always making agencies and making other laws. I think we need to get to the point where we start talking to our young people. And when you are going to vote in the next election, you start saying, there's this young guy who, if you drove in his matatu and by accident your wallet fell down, he would bring it back to you without a coin lost. That is the person who deserves to be your MCA. Why are you looking for other people? It is this person who, if you went to their shop and you paid 2,000 extra, like I did in a butchery in Dagoretti, they called me. He told me, we kichwa yako ni mzuri fanya mambo. Umefanya siasa mago umeza. He told me, hii nyama umelipa 2,000 shillings more. That's the person who deserves to be your leader. You're looking for them with a lot of English. That's not what you need. We have an amphibian government. Unajua kuna mnyama anaitwa chura. Sijui kama ni mnyama ama ni mdudu. I don't know what to call them because they lay eggs. And they stay in water and on land. Now we have a government that is insisting they want to be part of azimio, which is opposition, and they also want to be part of government, which is Kwanza. That's a frog. It's an amphibian creature that wants to be in water and on land. They have to make their decision. They have to be completely in water or completely out of water. And because for that reason we don't have a leader of official opposition, you know, Fanyamambo is not just a name, it's a way of life. And for those who are doubting whether it's my name, 072, munaweza nisalimia na ile one bob. It will give you the name Fanyamambo. Unaweza nisalimia na hiyo, and you are many, I'll be rich. So yes, it is my name. And what I was trying to tell you is, I woke up one day and I felt bad about the fact that we don't have a leader of official opposition. So I took 2 plastic chairs and a table and an umbrella, and I put them in my car, and I was coming to Kimathi Street. I wanted to put them where his statue is and say, with a banner, by the way, self-appointed leader of official opposition here. And I wanted to start there every Tuesday and Thursday. But people who were very close to me and people who are lawyers and others, hata walininyang'anya hizo vitu na wakaninyang'anya gari, wakaniambia you're not going to do that. So I'm still hoping and praying that that promise of them getting me a small office and like a small pay bill there where you can send 10, because we need an official opposition. And we have to offer ourselves. And I have offered myself. Kama mutanipea tu, a small room and 2 chairs. I don't need much. Yeah, I'll wake up. I drive a small Nissan March. It's enough for me. I don't need much. Fuel ka 500. But we will do it. Because when we started doing TV, it's not like there was anything. You just offer yourself. So as solutions, let us accept that even the citizens, I've seen a young man going around and looking at projects that have been launched. And those are the people we need to celebrate. That person is bringing to light what is happening in a real way. So mimi nimesema, I'll have that desk and a chair somewhere where you people decide. Tell us. And then let everybody who has an issue that needs to be raised, from audited accounts to failed projects, to bring them there. I have had the courage, I've always raised them. And now we've become with a strategy. It's very difficult for those who understand what is happening with Subarus. Sometimes unatoka K24, unaona mbili, unazima simu, unapitia basement, unaingia. I mean, we are doing all sorts of things. It's not easy for some of us. But God has been faithful. And God has taken care of us. And he will continue to be faithful and to take care of us. As I finish, I'll tell you. I tell people, they ask me, how do you survive? How do you manage? You've been so vocal. I tell them, God comes to my house first. He tucks me in at night. Then he pecks me good night. Then he comes to check how the rest of you are doing. And then he comes and stays with me. In the morning, he wakes me up. Yeah, he tells me, my son, go and work. And then he comes to check how the rest of you are doing. So that faithful God who's taken care of us, if you trust him, he will take care of you. And you'll continue in the fight and you'll be successful. God bless everyone.